So I just would like to say something about Hope for Africa. Uh, it is a it is a 501c3. It's an international non-governmental organization with status at the United Nations Council of Economic and Social Development. We have our headquarters in Benin, and the director, Africa director, is Mr. Bernard Ajibodo in Kpoto, Benin. We are involved in development. We've done a lot of work in education. We just finished educating a young man from the King's Kingdom, from the town of Ganvier, and he is now getting ready to go back and open up a clinic in Ganvier to study for the research on malaria and diabetes and bilharzia, the disease, which attacks obviously the town of Gambier because it's on the water. We have a relationship with. I was a former Fulbright professor to the Republic of Benin, and that's how I was blessed to be in contact with the King and Mr. Ajibodo. I taught at the Université d'Abomey Calavi from 2001 to 2003 in the Department of English, Flash, that is the Faculty of Letters, that Arts and Sciences we'd say here. And during that time, I had the pleasure of just being swooped up by Mr. Ajibodo Bernard and his family, and just taken care of. I was able to be brought deep into the tradition, into the culture, to learn and to study many things outside of teaching. Before I left, my students came to me, and because I was always talking to them about their role in development. You have something to do. You can't wait on the government. You need to get out and do something yourself, make your own opportunities. You know, very American type of stuff. First they started saying, "Oh, Madame, you don't understand." But before I left, they came to me and said, "Madame, we'd like to start an NGO of students. It would be the first of its kind. We don't have any money, and so I said, you go and do the work. You draw up the papers, and then we'll see what happens." And they did, and so we don't have the money now to go to the proper authority and bureau to do it. So I just gave them that. I tell my family all the time that was the best 10,000 CFA investment I've ever made in my life, because that same organization now does marvelous work. They have done training and computer training for the schools from the middle school through high school. They have worked with automation for the members of mayor's offices, the mayor's office of Calavi, of Porto-Novo, of Cotonou. They all the way up to Sabalou and Abomey. Yeah. All over the country. And every year we work with them to give out a prize to a scholarship rather to the best performing students at the university. We just did that in June when I was there. We've been doing that since maybe 2005 or something like that. So they have grown, and I've seen what young people in Benin can do. I've seen what young African people can do in Ghana when they are well directed and their talents are allowed Absolutely. To be showcased. So I have great faith in the youth of Africa, the youth of Benin. Yeah. And with the help of the King, we also have a program in December during International AIDS Week. The King himself supports this program. He holds workshops in the royal compound for young people to come. We are 3 NGOs that work together to sensitize young people to the dangers of transmittable the sexual diseases, to just health in general, and so on. And His Majesty spends the whole day right there. He doesn't come and make a cameo appearance and then leave. He comes, he stays, he talks to the students, the young people, their parents come, and it's something we've been doing for several years. We're very proud of that. This is a working king, I have to say that. He's a king of action. He doesn't sit in his palace and wish that things would happen. And this is why he's here today. And what he said about coming and offering his apology, he said earlier, in my heart, when I was young coming up, I knew what happened and it always hurt me in my heart. But when I was invited by Wheelock in 2008 I knew I had the opportunity to make this apology. And he did so at the state legislature in Massachusetts, and the city council halls of Boston, and the churches and the universities, everywhere he went. So we are so proud, and I'm so thankful and blessed to be working with the King, with the kingdom, with Mr. Ajibodo, and the great people of Benin in general. And now I'm embracing you as co-collaborators and workers in the struggle, and it's a pleasure to work with you.